We're learning Ulilevi Omer, Torah's Rebbe in Boston, Sisaw, Tovshin, Samar Dalad. Friday night, the Rebbe spoke about Moshe Rabbeinu said, if you will carry their sin, meaning not destroy them because of the chet egel, because of the golden calf, if not, erase me from the Torah. The Mefarshim asks the question. It doesn't say what it'll be if he will. Kodesh Baruch Hu will carry their sin. It should say if you will carry the sin, then things will be all right, etc. But the pasuk doesn't explain the two sides. Only explains what if you won't, then Moshe Rabbeinu says punish me. And it's brought down that this is a concept that every leader of a congregation or somebody who does things for others has to keep in mind. When he's not successful, is it because the tzibur is not good or because the leadership is lacking? And now we can understand what Moshe Rabbeinu said to Hashem Yisborach, that if Klal Yisrael sinned, the Klal Yisrael sinned, there's no question about that. But we have to understand who is culpable, who is the one who's found at fault for their sin. Either they or me, meaning Moshe Rabbeinu, the leader. That's why it says, if it's their sin, and if my tefillah is accepted, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu will forgive Klal Yisrael, it's a siman that I'm a good mannik, I'm a good leader, and the chet is not mine, but rather theirs, chatoson. But if my prayer is not accepted, that's a siman that Moshe Rabbeinu is at fault for this happening. And if that's the case, because I don't deserve to be the leader. And this is a teaching for every person, that he should check himself out and do a self-evaluation, why he's not successful, and why it doesn't work the way he wants it to. Maybe it's because he is at fault regarding his own position. And this teaching is something that one should think about whatever one does with others, whether in his house, with his children, with a kehillah. If something occurs, he has to check where's the source. And even though at times it's not his problem, but rather the problem of others, but maybe the ashma is his. Now, regarding the Pigua HaGodol, it seems there was a tremendous, at that time in Spain, some terrorists blew up a lot of people. So the Rebbe Zt said, Chazal tell us, Shit Alfi Shona Ava Alma, the world will exist for 6,000 years. Many years ago, people said, 6,000 years, it'll last for much longer. But they didn't understand how could the whole world be destroyed? How everything will just disappear? And how could something occur like that? But today we live in a society, we're closer to the 6,000 years. We already are wondering about, will the world exist? We have atom bombs. We have maybe global warming. We have things, will it exist till the end of 6,000 years? According to what man is doing, they can destroy the whole world. It would seem that the time till 6,000 years, maybe longer, than people are going to be able to stop from destroying each other. So we see how much the generations have gone down. That the Bani Shalom created the world, that the world should flourish and bring forth fruit, and not become a world of destruction. But he wanted to say that we do, in the action of the world, that we do not go in the way of Torah mitzvahs. They go against the Das Hashem. Through that, they cause to bring upon themselves the destruction more swiftly than would happen otherwise. Now, the Rebbe Zt continued. The custom is in Sisaw that the Aliyah of Levi is given to the Levium. because they weren't involved in the Cheto Ego. And it's a long part. It's a very, very long reading for the Levi, but we don't want to attack or even remind the rest of Klal Yisrael. That's why Kohen is also not included in there about the ego, and therefore we have to be careful. This teaches us the Musa Haskell, a special ethics, how much we have to be careful, say something which might cause somebody else not to be at ease. The Chazal tell us that even though the Parsha Eila is the Sipur, but maybe the person getting the Aliyah, if he's a Yisrael, he'll feel that since his forebears were a member of that group, he'll feel at fault. And from this we learn how much one has to be careful with one's speech. So it's not only how we evaluate others, but even in inference, the Chalila, we can cause somebody to feel pain, or he should do something that he will not be comfortable with. May we be able to judge ourselves before we judge others, and by bettering ourselves, we will help others to better themselves as well. Amen.